Hello, hello, Webzy. Oops, this chair is about to fall off. Like, um, a friend of mine that I met her on YouTube. Her channel is Sorrow Whispers, I think. If I got your name right, hopefully I did. I'm sorry if I didn't. Anyway, she did a video about soulmates versus twin flames. So this is my pretty much video about that, and if I have time, which I'm trying to make some time, I want to do an energy reading. I think it kind of goes along with for this coming year. So I'll try to make this quickly as possible, not too long. But anyways, Sparrow, or Sparrows, sorry, I don't know why I said Sparrow. Anyways, this is my thoughts on the topic, twin flames versus soulmate. First of all, soulmate, I feel like there's just so much to talk about this. A lot of people believe that soulmates are someone that you love and that you want to spend the rest of your life with. I feel like in some ways it could go with kindred spirits as well. Some of the things I've looked up into this kind of stuff is the fact that a soulmate can be anybody, family, friends, someone that you have a close bond with. And it's like for a while now I've got confused with what's the difference between soulmate and twin flame. And excuse me, another thing I've come to realize, because I researched this kind of stuff and I've looked into it, and a lot of, like, especially with being tarot, I look into this stuff because they talk about twin flames all the time. So I'm sure you do too, Sorrow Whisper. But anyways, sorry if I seem a little distracted. I'm just so much going on right now. But anyways, so many of us, we want to be with that person that we have that connection with, and when we find that person, we consider them a soulmate. Like, there's the energy of it. And so basically, a soulmate can be anyone that you've come to know and have a bond with. It doesn't have to be necessarily a physical, intimate relationship, but someone that you have a close bond and connection with. Like, let's say you have a sister and there's just a connection, she could be a soulmate in some way, or a kindred spirit. And so basically what I'm saying, so I don't jump off my words, is soulmates are here to teach us lessons, valuable lessons, whatever that may be, But what's different about a twin flame, I feel like a twin flame is deeper. It goes so much deeper than what some people expect them to go. Because basically what happens is, a twin flame, when you're born, whoever you're considered your twin flame is, or you're looking who's my twin flame or whatever, is you and this other person. When you were born, your soul split. And basically what a twin flame is someone that mirrors you. And so a lot of people have the confusion, well, can I be with my soulmate or my twin flame? And what most people don't understand, what people don't talk about, is there's various different things to go into with that. But the thing is that they don't say is you're not always meant to be with some people. Whether they're your soulmate, your twin flame, it all depends on if you are willing to work on it. So that's where it goes back. It's your perception of how you want the relationship to be. But a twin flame, you can't get away from a twin flame, whether they're meant to be in your life or whether they're not meant to be in your life. And it's really weird when I consider soulmate twin flame, because for a long time I grew up thinking, whoever you marry and you fall in love with, if there's that great connection, then yeah, they're your soulmate. But it's really weird with my boyfriend and I, because I feel like not only is he my soulmate, but I feel like twin soul. And then, like I think you mentioned in your video, goes into like karmic relationships. A lot of that has to do with past lives and past life regression and what you've gone through in your past life with that person, because believe me, there is such thing as past regression and meditation, because I've done it, and I found out some things that I did not like to know, but it helped me understand myself and this other person and how I connect with them. But that's in a different video. But basically, the point is, I do apologize. Basically, my point I'm making is the fact that a twin flame goes deeper than a soulmate, where you mirror this person. Like, for example, me and my boyfriend may have different ideas on things, but we're a lot alike. Like, when we have conversations and the way we think and stuff, there's some areas that we may be different, but we're just so much alike in some way. It's crazy, because it's like, it was really weird. A lot of people, when they break up, because last year I broke up with my boyfriend, they have this part of them where they feel like, it's almost like a mother and child, where they have, I can't think of the word, this bond, and then codependency comes involved, and that could be part of it too. But also too, I feel like when I broke up with my boyfriend last year, I not only felt that, but I felt a stronger sense of, I lost something inside of me. And that's what a lot of people say, but for me it was deeper than that. Like, I literally felt like, and I experienced this, where I literally felt like a part of my soul came out, and like it wasn't there. You know what I mean? And take it as you will, but for me, I experienced something I never experienced with any guy that I've experienced. Call me crazy or whatever, but I experienced where I couldn't eat. I couldn't think straight, and all I wanted to do was cry. But I felt like part of me, a half of me, wasn't whole. And then it's weird, when I came back to him, I felt whole again, and I felt like a part of me, my soul, was in him. It's really weird. I know what it is, but it's really weird when it comes to that. And it's really weird when I recently found out that the tarot card, the Lovers, is actually a Gemini card, the twin flame, because it has a twin flame scenario on it. So a twin flame is way different than a soulmate, but it's weird. Like I said, I feel like not only do me and my boyfriend mirror each other, but I feel like he's my soulmate. Like, we're connected by the heart, but not only by the heart, but the soul. Like, there's just this peace, this calm, it's just, we gravitate toward each other like a magnet. And I feel like in some relationships, it doesn't get as deeper as it does with me and him, because it's like, I've been in relationship with guys where it's like, I literally felt a block. Like, I couldn't communicate with this person. But for him, I feel an openness. Like, I'm in my, almost like when people say, I'm in my element, I'm in my water. I feel like I'm at home with him, if that makes sense, in my heart. I don't feel this blockage. Like, I hate when you're talking to someone, and I'm not pointing out anybody, please, but I feel like this sometimes with people. There's some people you can connect on any level where you feel at home with them. You feel like you're in their bubble, per se, but then there's some people who are like, they only give you a few words, this and this, but then some people, you're like, you're an open book. I don't know if it's just the vibe he gives off, but I would consider that a twin flame. But like I said, just because that person is your soulmate or your twin flame, if they're abusive in any way, or if they're causing mental issues going on, mental breakdowns, and deteriorating you as a person and making you feel worth nothing, then you're not meant to be with that person. Now, some people will encourage, if you're with a twin flame, there's a separation, but you need to come back in union. Well, that's not the case. In some cases, if it's abusive, it's abusive. Don't go back. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I'm done with that for now. I hope that was helpful to answer your question on my thoughts. Just simple thoughts of what I thought. Sorrow Whispers. So I hope that is helpful. If you want me to talk more about this subject, I can. Let's just clear that space. That's a lot of stuff because I just get so in depth with it. You know, I feel it, I know it. But yeah. Alright, on to the next thing before it's too long of a video. Okay, so basically what happened this morning, I wasn't going to plan on doing this. It's just weird. It's weird how, like, Spirit, the divine, the universe, just God himself shows you things. And it's weird because tarot, I see numbers, and it's like, not see number, but like, I'm getting back into that numerology thing where I see things. So anybody that loves numbers, this could apply to you. Alright, we are coming into a new year. 2009. This is what I calculated. Okay, 2009. If you add all those numbers, it is 12. And when I looked up 12, 12 is a number of faith and purpose to inspire you to take action. It's a master number of God and one that carries divine messages. The number 12 represents of angels around you. So this coming year, we're getting into a very energetic, vibrational type of energy already. And then this is interesting. You put 2, or you add 2 and 1 from that 12. 2 and 1, 2, sorry. 1 plus 2 is 3. It's just weird how that works. So basically 3 from that number, I looked it up because I wasn't sure, but I kind of knew the concept of it. All was given, if I say this word right, you might have to look it up. The number meaning of 3, just to verify. The tyrant meaning the number being of the whole as it contains. Beginnings and end, beginnings, a middle, and end. The tripartite nature of the world as heaven, earth, and water. It is human as body and soul and spirit. So a lot of people, especially Christians, think that, which it is, the Trinity 3. So it's like we're coming from this place in 2012, not only with 12, the master number of God and, you know, angels, and that's another thing. 11 is an angel number, but that I don't think that has any correspond to that. But anyways, I looked at the tarots because for some reason I was thinking of something like completions, because I added my number. I think I have it, yeah. My number and my boyfriend's number, because I'll be 29. And then he'll be 27. I added that together, and that's 56. Just curious. And then, it's really weird because if 9, 10, 11, yeah, that's another thing that I was saying. 11 is all about an angel, it's another angel number, like from your angels or whatever. So that's a divine number. And then my boyfriend, with him being 27 this coming year, 7, 8, 9. 9, that's where I got 9. 9 is all about completion, so that's pretty much where I am. But before I get in those cards, it's really weird. 2018 is a very, like 8 is, it has to do with infinity. It has to do with divine and duality. Anyways, infinite. It's an infinite number, I feel like. But This is the card that came up for that when I looked up, or I just noticed it when I was looking at the tarot, is Strength card. So this is very vital, important to remember that we are coming out of this. You know, we've had a lot of heartaches, just all of us in our elements, water, earth, air, fire. We've all had problems. We've all had to deal with trials and tribulations, and I feel like we're coming out of that. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or anything. I'm not trying to get into that. I'm just saying, you know, we all have suffered things this year, and so we're coming out of this, and we're becoming stronger than ever. And so this coming year, as I looked into the cards for 3, that do mine, but I was thinking completion for 9, because this is 2019 completion. I thought of this card, the World card. So I feel like with this new year, we're coming into harmony. We're coming into completion. And it gets really exciting, because here we are, you know, this divine energy 8. And now we're coming into completion. So something exciting is happening in this year. I'm not saying all bad, because it's like most people, they're obsessed with bad news coming in. But then you get this, because I looked at 3 for 3 of the tarots. So you get teamwork for 3, because it has a 3. The 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and then 3 of Swords. You see why I love the tarot almost? It's like I didn't realize this, but it's like they have numerology. So I feel like with all this energy, especially looking at the 3, we're having completions happen with our finances, with our relationships. And I'm feeling, because at first I was confused, and then I started thinking about it. This could be something that whatever's been broken in the past, or even we're going to have to encounter. So this year could possibly be fixing broken bondages, things, people, situations that we've had to deal with. And I'm feeling that. I'm really feeling that there's going to be a completion on brokenness, on people that we've had problems with in the past, and that things are going to get repaired and in balance, especially when you got this card going forward. And let me show this in a better light. So that's what it looks like to me is happening this coming year. I'm not a psychic. I'm just going based on what I'm feeling and what happened with when I was looking at the tarot cards and the numbers and stuff. I was like, oh, that goes with this and that. It just happened. So I feel like this year, not only are we having completions, we're having teamwork, we're having relationship issues, and that's the end part of it. We're having things healed, things that may have happened in the past, clarity maybe, or we're going to have to deal with some heartbreaks this year if we haven't. But then I was asking Spirit guidance from above. You know, what are some of the things we're going to have to encounter? And also 12. 12 has to do with, I kept hearing 12-year cycle. I don't know what that's about. I'm not a professional at predictions or anything, but I thought this was interesting because it kept coming through my mind. 12, because the 12, 2019, if you read that, 2019, add those numbers up and it's 12. And this is a 12-year cycle. I don't know what exactly that's about, but I feel like it's something we can work with. And these are the cards that came up. Here, this was in order. So we are going towards success, I feel like. So I feel like not only are we going towards happiness, but we're going to have to push through. We're going towards something great in our life, and it looks like, especially with this energy going around, You know, we've had to deal with retrogrades after retrogrades. If you don't know what retrogrades is, pretty much where the planets go backwards. Not physically, but in, you know, a kind of a logic aspect. If I'm making any sense, I don't know. I'm trying to be smart here. But anyways, pretty much the energy's reversing where, like, if it's Mercury retrograde, that has to do with communication being blocked. But I feel like this year we're coming in, you know, we have to, it's a 12-year cycle, so we have to push through. So basically, whatever problems we had in the past, whatever blockages, whatever things that did not get completed, I feel like this year, which is the 12th year cycle, when you add those numbers together, 2019 is 12. So I don't know what that exactly is about. 12-year cycle. I don't know, but it could possibly be something, and I was thinking too, something that happened 12 years ago, which is weird. 12 years ago, I was like 19. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Or is this the 12-year cycle of something, a transformation? Because 12 is a divine master number of God and stuff. It's just weird how I was thinking that. And then I was asking Spirit, the divine, for guidance, like things that we need to hear. All of us need to hear. The King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands. It's weird, 8. There's some 8 cards showing up. 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. So it's interesting. I recently learned that this is almost like, I watched a video recently where this lady was explaining how this card in some way has to do with, like, she went to the Catholic Church. And if you look closely, it has some bells on the top, an M for Mary. But also, too, this is like the universe card. Like, the universe is giving you something. So that's something interesting I recently learned. But I feel like with these cards, it's saying that, especially with these cups and these pentacles, especially these 3 cards, you know, I feel like this year for all of us, we're going to have to follow our heart. I feel like that's what this card's asking us. To the opportunities that are going to present itself this coming year, I feel like. And then after those, you know, opportunities to better stable our life, our family, cut some things out, don't play the victim, you know. And then here, having some 8 energies, we could be dealing with some, possibly, especially this, some things that happened last year that we're going to have to face and try to fix, that caused us to feel unstable and unbalanced, and there was no blockages. So I feel like, you know, kind of what I was saying about the completion, there's going to be a completion, I feel like, with the things that we need to get resolved in our lives. And we're going to have to stand up to our power. We're going to have to speak our truth. Because it's like, I feel like this year in itself, I've gone through a lot of that. And then, you know, our harvest coming in. So I feel like there's a lot of energy, especially with 12 in itself. 9 is about completions, you know, 11. So, you know, we're wrapping up this year, and it's important to understand that whatever you need to get done, whatever, you know, things that you need to speak to someone about, if there's unforgiveness or there's harborness in your heart, maybe you need to take a look at those things and try to get it resolved. But I feel like, you know, this coming year is going to be a powerful year. I feel like it's not just about transformation, but it's about things that we've worked for this year and excelling. That's what my goal and my intention. I'm not just saying by what the cards are saying. I'm just saying, you know, I really feel it. I feel it before I saw the cards. So I may do another reading for the month of January, or that could possibly be. I don't know. Because it's like, you know, sometimes it's good to change it up. But anyways, that was kind of, you know, I know it's a little bit long video, but I just wanted to get those messages out, those energies, and just kind of the topic of soulmate versus twin flames. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.